Hey Joe, are we about to tell them what we traded that FoxBody for?
Oh, you know, just a little toy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It went bye-bye, guys. Like you saw in the video where we were showing you the car, and I gave you the little spoiler alert that the car's still not here. Um, let's show you what he got. So today we're going out to play with what he got. So we're once again taking this 2011 F-150 EcoBoost truck with 100 and what you got, Joe? 195 on it. This is the new FoxBody, guys. This thing here is, I believe it's an 01 or 02. I'll correct it if I'm wrong in the video, but we're gonna go play with this thing and see what it's like, how well it works, and give you a full review once we're inside it. But don't mind our footprints and everything, but it's in really good shape. So we're gonna go out, test it before we bring the family on it, and we'll let you know when we get there. All right, guys, so we're on our way back with what the FoxBody turned into. We did end up with, in 2002, 2003, we'll have to verify. I'll put it up what year it actually is. Caravelle 188 bow rider. Kid told us it was perfect shape. He had just had it on the water, running 50 mile an hour. All we had to do is drop it in the water and go. It was bought in Mississippi. It was a one owner boat that had always been climate controlled storage, unless it was in the water, with a cover on it. Joey, what did Mississippi tell you when you called them about trying to figure out registration and if the boat was stolen and all that because of the deal we were getting?
So apparently, Mississippi has the worst records in history. Apparently they trade boats so much down there that once you get a boat, you don't even get a title, and then all you do is bill a sale when you sell it to someone, and they bill a sell it, and they bill a sell it, and they bill a sell it. Next thing you know, it's been sold 20 times, and no one knows who the is supposed to own the boat.
But Mississippi keeps record of just the boat itself, and so I believe it's 5 years. Missouri is only 3 when you register a boat. The registration's only good for 3, but I think Mississippi was good for 5. So as long as the registration's good on the boat, Mississippi doesn't care who's driving it, who owns it, or anything like that. They just care that the boat has been registered. So that was different, to say the least. Now, that being said, so we take the boat out, which was the first part of this video.
So that was the very beginning of March. Mind you, we got this boat in like February. So really too cold to take out and test out.
So we get it out, and we put it in the water, and well,
it fires up.
It did. It ran. But we're gonna shoot to we're gonna reenact this real quick. So let's reenact it. Welcome, guys, to my house. Me and Joey have decided that since we just want to play when we get on the boat and not really worry about videos so much, that we're going to do this part in the house, and I'm going to draw for you guys. Don't judge my drawings, okay? I am not an artist. I'm just doing the best I can, okay? Remember, I'm a locksmith. Cut me some slack. So, here's us on the boat. Everything's going great. It started up, it ran, we idled off long enough for Joey to get back onto the boat. So we're chanting, yeah, woohoo, I'm on a boat, I'm on a boat. Not getting copyrighted, so I'm not playing it, but Y'all know the song. Joey's cranking it from our awesome Alpine and Pioneer sound system that the gentleman provided us on the boat with two 12-inch Pioneers. Great sound system. At this point, the best part of the boat. We'll get to that in a second. So, that's us cheering, trying to get out of the no-wake zone, having great fun. Then I say, hey, Joey, the boat doesn't, we get past the no-wake zone, and I'm like, hey, Joey, the boat doesn't want to get up on plane. It's sitting about like this, only doing about 5-10 mile an hour, and for a 19-foot ski boat, that's not enough speed to get up on plane. So I say, hey, Joey, take the wheel. I'm going to look in the engine compartment. Don't judge my smoke. It's smoke. We didn't throw a dead body off into the water. I promise it's smoke, guys. I didn't have the greatest of colors. So Joey's on the boat. I'm telling him, get turned around, get turned around. As you can see me here with the engine compartment lid open. Looking inside, it was pouring water inside the boat. Smoke coming out the engine compartment. As you can see, the boat not wanting to come up on plane. No speed, nothing. It was great fun. Great fun. I said, Joey, get us back to shore as fast as you can. He turned us around, guys. But if you can see here, that's me and Joey paddling the boat to shore. As you can see by my beautiful drawing here, smoke's getting worse. The boat is very much sinking into the water. The boat does not sit that low in the water. It's not a speedboat. So we're paddling back to shore, paddling. We didn't think we were going to make it. Didn't even come close to thinking we were going to make it. But we did. We made the boat back to shore safely, as you guys can tell, because you're here in my kitchen. And I'm not shooting this from the bottom of Lake Norfolk. So there's our reenactment of the boat. Back to the truck. Yeah, so that was fun. I didn't know Joey could move so fast. Apparently, in case of emergency, when water is flowing in to the boat, and I do mean flowing in, yes, the drain plug was in the boat. That was not the problem, guys.
Hey, but did you know that it sucks water from outside the boat to cool the motor and all that stuff? Well, guess what? If those rubber boots have holes in them, it's sucking water into the boat.
So it completely filled the engine compartment, lost all power, and stalled out.
About a quarter mile from the dock.
And when I say it sucked in water, there was water up to the decking of the boat. So we were sinking, and we were sinking fast, and
we paddled our asses off.
We paddled, and we paddled, and we paddled, and we didn't think we were getting anywhere, and when we looked up, we were almost to the dock. So luckily we were able to save the boat. That was experience 1 with taking the boat out, attempt 1.
Side note, Robert backed the trailer under the boat in the water in one fell swoop, never missed a beat. The absolute best trailer backing I've ever seen. He should have been a truck driver.
You know, there was this one time in Scouts that I took my truck driving class in Scouts, and went to Prime and did all that and learned basically everything, but was on the fire department for 7.5 years, so I do have experience driving big trucks. But yeah, that was great fun. So then attempt number 2,
wait, we can't do attempt number 2 yet because this was in March.
Yep.
So the very first weekend in March. So fast forward 1 month later, and $1,000 and some change later.
Yeah, we took it to the marina, to a mechanic who said they can get to it. The boat was supposed to be
ready, put it in the water and roll. So we load up and take my youngest daughter and my sister so we can go try out the boat.
So Joey backs me down into the water. I get the drain plug put in it and everything else. Get it in the water, I fire it up. One bump of the key and the boat fires beautifully. It was great fun. Great. Well, then, as we're like, okay, the boat's idled long enough, it probably is gonna be okay. I reach down, unhook the trailer from the bow of the boat, and push myself out of the way so that other people can get to the ramp, trying to be courteous. Unfortunately for me, trying to be courteous, I got the boat stalled out in the middle of the water. It would not restart, and the wind carried me away from the ramp.
But he was not taking on water, at least this time.
I was not taking on water this time with a full tank of gas. The boat just wouldn't start. The wind blew me into the marina, and a nice gentleman who we didn't know at the time saw what was going on, ran over to the marina, jumped in the boat right as I was coming up against the dock, and he helped me slow the boat down so that it didn't crash into the dock, and jumps in the boat, says, "Yep, you got fuel," starts checking things. Lo and behold, he was the mechanic of the boat dock. And he jumps in, he figures out what's wrong, says, "Boys, sounds like you need a carburetor rebuild or a fuel pump. One or the other. Not sure yet." So Joey asks the guy, "Well, where would you suggest you take it?"
And he goes, me. That's a bet.
So Joey asks the nice gentleman, where's your shop at? And he points right in front of the boat ramp. So we get the boat pulled over, and he ferries us over with his boat. I hand the gentleman a 10 and said, "Thank you for your help. We'll hand the keys to the lady in the office."
This was last weekend.
Told him, "Call me when it's 100% good to go. I can drive the boat anywhere I want to drive it with family on it and not have an issue." And he said, guaranteed when he calls me, he will have already had it out in the lake playing with it. So he calls me yesterday, says, "Hey, I got your boat ready." I said, "Okay." He says, "Well, I found out that your distributor wasn't bolted down. Mark number 1 to the first mechanic. Also, the cap was loose, so it had water in it. 2 for those playing at home. And the carburetor was completely junk. So I put a new carburetor on it. We told the other mechanics to do a complete look over of it. We knew nothing about the boat. We just got it, and we wanted to make sure it was good to go. Obviously, it wasn't good to go. So this guy tells me, "Well, I guarantee you, you're good to go." And he says, "Let me tell you a story." So our mechanic starts to tell me that he played around with it and everything else, and it jumped up on plane, it rode just fine, it did great, so he's on his way back. Right before pulling into the marina, he decides to do a launch in the boat. Remember, we know nothing about this boat. So he says, "I get the boat to a complete stop and go from neutral to full throttle." That's when he proceeds to tell me that apparently the boat seat was not bolted to the floor, except for with 2 screws, and the boat had enough power that the seat fell over and knocked him on his butt behind into the back seat of the boat. So he says it's good to go. So we jump out and we say, "All right, awesome, we'll be there." He said, "Now you guarantee me that I can take this boat out into the water anywhere I want to go, and I'm not going to have problems." He said, "Guaranteed. If it has problems, I'll come get you personally." So here we are. We went out today for attempt number 3, and thankfully, attempt number 3 was what it took. We got the boat out. Didn't take on any water. It idled. It accelerated. And we took it down to the next marina down that had slip availabilities. For those of you that don't know what a slip the boat fits in it with about 6 inches per side. Might be a hair snug, but it works for us as far as we know.
Also, half the price of all the other ones.
It was. So, we're on our way back home with said boat. We had
Great day, great experience.
the boat runs 40 mile an hour with minimal issue. We will have to buy a new prop. The guy that had the boat before us grounded this one a couple of times, so it's missing a couple of chunks. So probably it'll go a little faster than that. So that's our experience with the boat story, and that's what the FoxBody turned into. Was a
Instead of
now great condition Caravel Bowrider ski boat for us to take the family out on and enjoy the weather. Any last notes, Joe?
yeah, the FoxBody decision was a decision that I made. We found some rust that I wasn't happy with, that I wasn't aware of, and I didn't feel like getting into the battle with replacing floor pans and shoddily fixing stuff. So I figured instead of making the wife angry by me buying another toy to play with, I got something the whole family can use this summer, and you know, on the weekends or during the week this summer when the kids are out of school, which they're already out of school, hashtag COVID, we can take the boat out and go play on the lake and social distance and have some fun. And maybe this fall or next spring I'll find me another toy. I've already got a couple of ideas of what I want, but I'm gonna be very picky this time to get exactly what I want. So there will be some videos on that. We may even go look at some poor examples of what I want, just so we have video evidence of what direction I'm heading.
Yeah, guys.